Hey, get undepressed. Get unfrustrated. Get unangry. Get unstressed. Get unagitated. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop looking for sympathy. Stop looking for self-pity. Or stop having self-pity and looking for pity for someone else. That's not what you need. That's not a cure to your problem. That's not going to help you none. You know what you got to do? You got to change the things, the conditions that you're challenged with from day to day. Change your situation. Change your mindset. Stop being down. Start being up. Stop being broke. Start being prosperous. Stop being angry. Start being joyous and happy. Stop looking at life as it's unfair and look at life as a window of opportunity. Stop looking at yourself as a victim. See yourself as a victor and realize that the power is in your hand to change whatever is wrong with your life. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You can fix it. You can change it. You can repair it. Anything that is broken can be repaired. Anything that is fragile can be mended. Anything that is weak can be strengthened. Anything that is crooked can be made straight. Anything that is rough can be made smooth. The power is in your hand to do it. You don't have to wait for some superhero to come like a Superman and a Wonder Woman. They're not going to change your destiny. They're not going to change your conditions. They only have the strength and the power to change theirs, but you have the strength and the power to change yours. Sometimes you need encouragement, yes. Sometimes you need advice, yes. Do you need guidance? Yes. Do you need somebody to inspire you? Yes. Do you need a coach sometimes? Yes. Do you need a motivator sometimes? Yes. But all we do is to help you to rediscover what's in you. All we do is redirect your attention to your potential because you were created to be self-sufficient, to make adjustments and changes that you need. And whenever you feel like that you want to improve your life, you have the power to do it. You have the capacity to make it happen. You can bring it to pass. You can change it. You can turn it around. You can turn your relationships around. You can turn your finances around. You can turn your business around. You can turn your household around. You have it. It's in you. People don't want you to realize that you are more capable than what they tell you that you are because they want you to always be codependent and reliable on them because that way they can manipulate you and charge you for their services. But if you recognize that I have on the inside of me what I need for my journey, then you stop looking for other people to provide the solution and you discover interpersonally that you already have the solution. You stop looking for other folk to give you the answer, and then you discover interpersonally that you have the answer. Now, should others help you along the way? Yes, because a piece of iron will sharpen another piece of iron. We encourage one another. We edify one another. We lift one another up. Should you pay for services for someone to help you out? Absolutely. That's the trend the world rotates on. But the truth is, you're not supposed to need anyone forever. You're supposed to need people long enough to stand up on your own 2 feet, to get back in the game, and to rise above your adversity. But the moment your legs are strengthened, your knees are strengthened, your ankles are strengthened, your bones are strengthened, then you're able to walk, run, jump, and carry whatever load that you're able and supposed to carry. I want to see you win in life. I want to see you prosper. I want to see you do good. 2023 is coming to an end. There's a month and a week left. That means you got 5 weeks to make it happen. You got 5 weeks to sail this ship. You got 5 weeks to turn this thing around. You got 5 weeks to get your breakthrough. You got 5 weeks to command a change in your season. You got 5 weeks to put your knowledge to practice. You got 5 weeks to figure out how to come out of the struggle that you're in. You got 5 weeks to rise above adversity. You got 5 weeks to improve you. You got 5 weeks to make a strong finish to this year. You got 5 weeks to change. And it's time to get busy. It's time to grind, y'all. It's time to go for broke. It's time to give it all you got. It's time to declare and decree war against adversity, against poverty, against being stuck, against struggles. It's time to decree war against being disenfranchised. It's time to decree war over the things that have constantly bombarded you. Man, I'm telling you, something is about to happen in your life, and the joy of it all is that you're going to make it happen. You're not going to have to wait for someone else to come up on a horse with the shining armor to bring you your victory. You're going to make it happen yourself. You're going to deliver yourself. The greatest joy you can have when you look around and see your accomplishment is knowing that you did it yourself. Man, I'm looking forward to starting 2024 off with a bang in a positive, productive, promising, prominent, powerful way. But I got to first end 2023 with passion. I got to make it happen. Come on now. Join me to decree that I will finish strong for me in 2023. Come on, somebody, get excited, get happy. Man, life is what you make it. You can make it to be what you want it to be. You can make it to be what you want it to be. We're going to turn this thing around, y'all. We're going to rise up from the underground, and we're going to make some big things happen in our life. We're not going to the grave before time in terms of prematurely. And we're not going to the grave broke. We're not going to the grave stressed. When we go to the grave 40 years, 50 years from now, we're going to go full of success, full of accomplishments and achievements, full of productivity. We're going to have a legacy. Our name is going to live long in this earth. Our name is going to outlive our very existence. We're going to set up generational wealth. We're going to raise up our children and grandchildren. We're going to release good into the atmosphere. And we're going to show the world that we're just getting started. And we're not going to die until our promise come to pass. We're not going to die until we can see the best that life has to offer. Come on, come on. Those of you living in the projects, those of you on welfare, come on. Let's come out the projects. Let's come off welfare. Come on, because they're trying to hold you down, but you can't let them hold you down. Those of you that's working for minimum wage, come on, come off of minimum wage. Get back in school if you have to. Get a second job, get a part-time job, but you got to do better. You got to do better. Come on, those of you that's been stranded on medication for a long time, and one medication is making you sick in other areas of your body and affecting other areas of your health, and then they want to give you another medication for that, and another medication after that, and another medication after that. Come on, we're going to come off that. Those of you that's been on drugs and you've been using cocaine and ecstasy and opioids and all these different types of pills, and it's making you sick. It's destroying you. Come on, we're coming off that. We're coming off that. We're coming off that. Those of you that have given your life over to alcoholism and you can't function without having a drink. Come on, we're coming off that. Those of you that have been in criminal activity, we're coming out of that activity. Those of you that's been in the drug game, we're coming out of that. Those of you that's been suicidal, come on, love you, forgive you, believe in you, take care of you, look out for you, enjoy you, like you, live. We're coming out of that suicidal thought. We're coming out of depression. We can't close this year in depression, and we can't start the next year in depression. We're coming out of that too. We're coming out of every negative thing. Those of you who's been in an abusive relationship, it's time to come out of that. It's time to come out of that. It's time to come out of that. Those of you that is having to borrow from Peter to pay Paul and you can't catch up financially, you're coming out of that too. Come on. I'm calling all of you out of that, out of those caves, out of those pits, out of those dungeons, out of that darkness, out of that abyss. You're coming out of that. It's time to rise. It's time to soar. It's time to take your life back. It's time to build a life. It's time to get something that you haven't had. It's time to do something you haven't done. It's time to go somewhere you've not gone before. It's time to come out. It's time to do better. It's time to rise up. It's time to live. It's time to enjoy life. It's time, y'all. It's time, y'all. It's time to come up because you can do it, because I know you can. I believe in you. I don't care if you've been to prison. I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if you got 5 children by the time you're 20. That doesn't matter. It is not that I don't care. It's just that it doesn't matter what other people think about you. It doesn't matter what your circumstances have been. It doesn't matter what your past consists of. It's time to believe in you. It's time to come up out of that. A change is going to come, but a change is coming because you're making changes. A change is going to come because you're making changes. A change is going to come because you're doing that which it takes to make the changes that you need in order to have what you want. And I know that some things may take some time, and that's fine. You got time. God put more time on the clock for you. Life put more time on the clock for you. Your life is not over. Your life is not over. You've had some bankruptcy. You've got a criminal record. You've messed up your credit. You lost your job. Your house got foreclosed on. Your car's been repoed. You've been homeless. Some of you don't know where your next meal is coming from. You got loved ones that's died. You got sicknesses in your body. You've been plagued with cancer. You have all kind of stuff that has happened. But you're going to win. You're going to live, and you're going to rise above it. And I just need you to start saying that. I'm going to live. I'm going to win. I'm going to rise above it. Everything, all things, and anything that has come against you, it's not here to stay. You're going to win. You're going to live, and you're going to rise above it. You're going to win. You're going to live, and you're going to rise above it. Say this with me. I'm going to live, I'm going to win, and I'm going to rise above it. And believe that. I wish you the best. I'll be back. I'm going to be checking on you, talking to you, inspiring you, motivating you, pumping you up, and prepping you for your biggest breakthrough yet in life. This is Rico Sharp. Life is what you make it. When your opportunity comes, you better take it. You be sharp now. Maximize your moment and make yourself a good life. And think sharp, plan sharp, walk sharp, talk sharp, dress sharp, live sharp. You'll be sharp. Take it from the sharp because I know